Hello everyone, welcome to another update video. It has been way too long. First up, if it goes in focus, we'll look at an orc. Still have work to do on his eyes and teeth. The rest of him is pretty much done though. Put a layer sealer. I'm going to do the rest of the box and then worry about the numbers on the guys and then seal them. I'm not sure if we're going to freehand it or use the little transfers that come with the box, but put him down so there's something to look at while I do some talking. So this is an update. I've definitely been gone for way too long. I'm definitely have a lot of plans for the current future. So I am coming back, but things are going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be sending some links to some friends' videos and possibly doing some content on mine and their channel. We're going to try to do some campaign and some battle reports for Warhammer, for Blood Bowl, which is part of Warhammer, stuff like that. And then we're going to do 2 games, one on each channel, and then just send a link. That way helps with subscriber bases, and just if you want to see more games, they'll have other games, I'll have other games, stuff like that. I'm going to be doing some game reviews for other games. So for example, Blood Bowl, Silver Tower, the Assassin board game, mostly model related. There might be some other games. I'm probably going to add in some Magic the Gathering content. A lot of my friends have been playing Magic lately, building decks, doing unboxing videos, stuff like that. So I'm going to do some of that as well. I've gotten permission from certain places to bring my camera to do my unboxing of my sealed events for that. So that could be interesting. And I'm going to do some more just kind of sit down and talk videos, plans of what's going on, what's in the works. Probably just put a model down kind of like this and just talk for a little bit. There won't be long videos. I'm not going to talk for an hour. I don't think I could. I think I'd get bored. But some of the reasons why I left, and I did actually leave, I just stopped watching videos, stopped commenting, stopped everything for a couple months. And I kind of started getting back into it. So some of the reasons why I left was 7th edition was getting pretty brutal. It was an age of Death Stars and going online, finding the list that's winning tournaments. In my local area specifically, very few people played with their own list. It was very, this is what I saw on this website, it destroyed everything. It's the only thing I'm going to play until I lose. It wasn't fun. A lot of it was very, well, competitive, but not, they didn't even know what they were doing. So they made tons of game mistakes, lots of stuff like that. A couple things at the place where I was playing got stolen. They thought it was theirs, they still think it's theirs, it's not, it's mine, some of it's someone else's. And there was a fair bit of that going on before I left. And people cheating, just flat out cheating, rolling dice and then just picking up all the dice and being like, oh, they all hit. And someone that was watching was like, no, they didn't. And there was like a 10-minute argument on that, and every game was like that for a while. Or the opponent was like, didn't see it and didn't care. And it's like, well, it's not really a game when one person's cheating blatantly and the other one just doesn't care. Oh, sorry. A lot of my friends also switched over to Magic and just stopped playing Warhammer almost altogether. Some sold their armies, some just kind of disappeared for a little while like I did. But a lot of them just cut down playing. Instead of playing once or twice a week, they play once every 3 to 4 months, which is definitely not as much as they used to. Players in general as well. We had a community of games happening almost every day of the week, and now there's 1 to 2 games every week or two. I also ended up moving. A lot of things happened with that. The place I was living at, it's one of the worst places in my area to live for some pretty obvious reasons, but I won't get into that. So I'm out of there, in a place that's a lot better as far as living conditions go. There's less people screaming outside and all kinds of bad things, so definitely a lot better place. But I did go from a 2-bedroom apartment with room to put a table, painting area and everything to just a small bedroom. So I'm definitely lacking in space as far as my ability to have everything wherever. So I had to pack up about 80% of my stuff, which is actually pros and cons to that. I still have access to it, which is good. I have less things in front of me that I can work on, so I have a little bit higher chance of focusing on stuff, especially now. I had some things with work, got a new job also. Better job, pays better, better hours, better job in general. So that's good there. But I can, my plans to definitely try and focus more. I'm very sporadic. I see something and it's like, oh, I want to do this, and I don't finish anything. So with packing pretty much everything up, my desk is clear. I have some things on a shelf. I have a couple more things in the closet in a box, so I can get to them, but they're not all out on my desk. And it's like, what do I work on? I work on this. I work on this. So that should be good. Don't really have any place to play though, except for the local store, which, as I went through, isn't a place I really want to play anymore. Even their events, like they did a kill team event, and a couple of the people that don't have jobs and don't work and just kind of mooch off the system, they sat around and waited for people to lose all their important people, and then as soon as they did, they challenged them to a game, so they had unfair advantage. But they were the only ones capable of doing that because everyone else had to work. So they're like, I'm available this day, who wants to play? And if he was the only person to play, he's who they played. Got absolutely murdered every game because it's completely unfair. And it just happened like that. They tried doing another league, and same thing happened. He picked off a couple people that didn't have to work, didn't have to do anything, just picked off all the new players and ignored the good players and let them fight each other. So the good players only got 2 or 3 games in, and then these people got like 8 games in and destroyed all the new people, especially considering they were cheating on top of that. So it really took the fun out of the game, like to a level where I actually left. Like that's the reason why. And it's still not going on as much because there isn't anyone down there to play now. And I told the store owner that that's exactly what was going to happen. And they were like, oh no, it'll be fine. And now no one plays there. No one, like, their sales took a huge cut because a lot of people aren't buying there anymore because they're not playing there, so they're not as much into the hobby. So there was that as well. On top of that, yeah, just bad. So I was getting my last job, go back to that for a sec, got really slow, so the hours got cut back, so all my money was going to try and, pay bills, stuff like that. Didn't have any free money, which gets depressing, and then you don't want to do stuff, and it just compounds on top of that. So it's not that good. And so you might be asking, with all that going on, why did I even bother coming back? Well, the new edition, 8th edition, is coming out. According to this video, it's going to be roughly a month away. And from what I've heard, I haven't been reading too much because I want it to be fresh and new when I buy the starter box. And then my reaction to the starter box and a couple games there will determine whether I just become a commissioned painter and sell all my stuff, or if I actually get back and full-blown to the hobby. So it gives me a month to kind of relax, focus on other things, and go from there. So the new edition, from what I have heard though, because I have friends that call me up from other provinces, and they're like, hey, have you heard this? Have you heard this? And they'll post things online. And so I have been following a little bit, and it does sound a lot more balanced, which is, Warhammer's never really been balanced, which I understand. There's lots of ways to look at it. Lots of people say it was balanced in 7th, and they're usually the ones that play a copy of the list that won the last grand tournament or something. So, but I also want to paint stuff. Doesn't matter if I'm playing or not. I just want to paint. I enjoy painting. You can tell by this guy. My friend wanted me to do a commission, paint his Blood Bowl team, and this was actually one of my models that I painted up in his color schemes that he asked for, just to show him, and he was really, he was pretty happy with it. So I want to paint. want to keep painting. I've been doing commissions. This one is for a Blood Bowl team. It's 25 models strong at this point. The goblins are coming out, I think, within a week, I think, so as of this video being filmed. So there might be more added to the commission. So that's cool. Other game reviews as well. I said I might do Magic, stuff like that. But I just bought a couple other board games and card games and stuff. Even playing cards, looking at some of the artwork on some of them. Stuff like that. If anyone's interested, just message below saying if you know this game, you should do a review kind of thing. If not, that's fine too. And Kickstarter. Someone posted something to me online showing me a Kickstarter with some models that they thought I might like. And I definitely like them. I pledged. The game doesn't come out till I think August though of this year, so it's going to be a long time before that. But there was a couple other Kickstarter things I decided to back. I'm not getting any detail on that yet. They've all met their pledges. Some of them are closed, so there's no point, and they're not allowing late pledges, so I can't really do anything about that. But when I get them, I will definitely do an unboxing and a video and a response to it for sure. I'm also open to suggestions and possible requests. So I have a lot of models. I have 40k mostly. I do have a little bit of Age of Sigmar. Most of it's been boxed up. Some of it was traded for 40k. If there's any requests, say you play an army and you want to see a model done and just to see how I would do it or what my color scheme is, you can do that for sure. My main focus is probably for now going to be more on things like Blood Bowl and Silver Tower. I've been playing Silver Tower. It's really fun. I've played 2 games of Blood Bowl and they were pretty fun. I didn't get to play as the orcs though. I had to play the humans. Not that there's anything wrong with the human team, they're humans. They don't interest me at all. But now I have the Skaven and I have the orcs. Probably going to buy the goblins. Next month I might buy some fantasy dwarves to convert into Blood Bowl, because personally I don't like the models for Blood Bowl for dwarves. So that's pretty much that. This video is pretty much over. Thank you if you're still watching, and feel free to write any comments on what you want to see or anything along those lines. And I'll be back with another video hopefully shortly. I have 2 videos I'm planning on doing this week, and hopefully they go from there. Alright, talk to you later.